Hello everybody. This video was gonna just be about Destiny's son and how he's posting Nazi shit and making the rounds, doing interviews with people. But to be honest with you, I don't want to do that. I saw a thread from him. Ultimately, this is a child who is having a mental health crisis and has no support from anyone. The root of this problem here is he's just been failed by every adult in his life at this point. I don't know what else to say about this. This is really sad. Like, overall, I just think this child needs help. This is scary and dangerous because if this goes unchecked, if this continues down this path, it's only going to get worse. His behavior is only going to get worse, and who knows where that could lead. So whatever adults are in his life, whether that be his mother or his father, who we all know is just an awful person, someone needs to help him. He needs help. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on him. I wish that everyone has a healthy and happy home that they can grow up in. That's ultimately why I don't wish bad on Ethan Klein after everything he has done, because he is a father. I want him to be able to be there for his children and provide them with a happy and healthy home. And his behavior online does not lead me to believe that he is able to provide his children with a happy and healthy home. And I would say the same thing of Destiny, I suppose. I don't like Destiny, but at the end of the day, I mean, if he could get his shit together and then actually be a parent and step up in his son's life, that would be great. I don't expect it to happen, but I certainly hope it does at this point, because his son needs somebody. Now, I do kind of feel like this is getting a little bit lost in all of the obvious Nazi shit that this kid is posting. It does seem like his account may have been suspended by now, so hopefully he can take a little time away from the internet. But I did want to read you some of these posts that he made, because I think that this is just a cry for help. I'm not someone who goes out of their way to excuse edgy behavior. I think being edgy for the sake of being edgy is pretty loser behavior, and I oftentimes criticize it because I don't think I'm just being edgy is a good enough excuse to say fucked up shit. That being said, I think that there is something deeper happening with this kid here. I don't think it's normal to have a Nazi phase. Some people are saying that. I don't agree with that at all either. You can make the argument that kids go through certain phases where they say shit that they shouldn't, but not everyone had a racist or Nazi phase. That's just not accurate. So with all that being said, I did want to look at these tweets here that he made, because they, in my opinion, shed a lot of light on this situation, and I think that this is him being genuinely honest about how he's feeling. So this little thread starts off with Nathaniel, Destiny's son. I want to reiterate that before we get into this, saying, "The problem is not the internet. The problem is my father. The problem is my mother. The problem is that I had to grow up without one concurrent present father in my life while being berated and yelled at by my mom constantly, and always being the target of non-stop shaming. It is not my fucking job to raise myself, but my dad made it my job to learn how to become a man without a father. My mom made it my job to become mentally stronger than she, in spite of her constant belittling. I'm just fucking sick of living the way I am. I hate everyone. I don't have any actual friends, only two. I don't have any plan for my life, and I don't care. I just don't care about anything anymore." It sounds like I'm saying it's everyone's fault but mine, because it is everyone's fault but mine. I do not respect my mother. I do not love my mother. I only live with my mother. There are good times, but every good time I have with her is overshadowed by an even worse time. My father isn't even my father, it feels like. No one took any actual time to raise me. Fuck everyone. This is, in my opinion, just a very depressed child who is having a very hard time and has no support. I don't know any other way to look at this. While I do think we should be calling him out for the awful stuff that he says online, especially if it's Nazi propaganda, we should also be looking at the deeper root of this issue here, and that is this kid is struggling. This kid is having a very hard time and has no one in their life to support them. I want people to at least keep that in mind as we move forward and navigate this situation, because the best outcome would be for him to receive the help that he needs and move in a healthy direction. I don't know if that's possible or if that's even going to happen, but that is what I hope happens. That's what I wish for him. Obviously, this is him posting online, and I suppose we can take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I do think that this is him just being honest about what he is feeling and how he perceives things. And if this is what he is feeling and how he perceives things, then something needs to change, because he's still very young. He's like, what, 13? He still has his entire teenage years ahead of him, and if this is how he is feeling now, it is only going to get worse unless something changes. I cannot iterate that enough. This is not going to get better. This is going to get worse if someone does not intervene. I am really just gonna wrap the video up here. I don't have much else to say on this subject other than this is really bad and, again, really scary. Like, I don't know this kid, but just seeing him post this stuff online makes me genuinely concerned for him. Leave a comment, let me know down below what you think, and hit that subscribe button. I am still trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the summer, and if you want to help me meet that goal, then hit that subscribe button. I love it when number go up. You love it when number go up. And follow me on Twitch, Twitter, whatever links I have down below. That's pretty much it. So I appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Free Palestine. And goodbye.